Hi, good afternoon parents. I'm Priyanka Khandelwal Gupta, founder of Progressive Ed School in Pune. Should you be sending your kids to summer camp? Are you torturing them by sending them to summer camp? Shouldn't you give them some time off, chill and relax and not pressurize them? Well, there are a lot of WhatsApp messages that keep going around every year. So last year there was some school principal saying that please do not take away your child's childhood by sending him or her to different summer camps. Let them relax. Now this year there is another one that says that why do you have to keep your child engaged into activities all the time? Why do you have to wake them up early every morning, get them dressed and send them to a class or an activity? Why do that? Let them relax. Well, here are my 2 cents on that. Number 1, trust me, if you're sending your child to a good summer camp, you are doing him or her a favor. There are a lot of points around this. I'll try to make it very short. Let's just focus on the certain points that are there in the forward and let me address those. Now, there they say that don't wake the kids up early in summers, let them sleep in. You know, it takes 21 days to build a good habit. It takes much lesser to build a bad habit. There is nothing wrong in waking up early even in summers. You can always give your child time to relax and chill throughout the year. You don't have to wait for summers for that to happen. You can always give Sunday for your child to do anything. Whenever they want to get up, whatever they want to do, whatever they do not wish to do, they can do it on Sunday throughout the year. Why only wait for 2 months and then put them in the habit of getting up late for 2 months and then expect them to suddenly start getting up at 6? There are 2 very basic problems I see here. One is you are ruining an already good habit that your child has. Second, it's a big expectation mismatch. In life, you never get 2 months to chill, ever. So why are you setting the wrong expectations with them? Every Sunday, 1 day a week is good enough to chill. You don't need 2 or 3 months to chill. Second, in summer camp, they learn things in a different way. It's one of the major motivations for me would be that my child would go to a different place, number 1, learn from a different teacher and be with a different set of kids, which does not happen throughout the year because he or she is used to being with the same teacher, same classmates, and you become a little complacent when that happens. So this really challenges the child to get accustomed to the new place, make new friends, open up and really builds their confidence. Recently I did a summer camp for kids and my son was very adamant that, of course I was there with them, but still he said that only if my daycare friends come, then I will come. I said no, that is not an option. You can make new friends, you have to make new friends. Now first and second day, there was a group of other boys and they were fighting constantly, but by the end of the camp, last 3 and 4 days, they became such amazing friends and now Dham really knows how to make friends. It's not very difficult and it's always good to challenge yourself and get out of your comfort zone because that is one of the major life skills. Apart from that, the forward also says that take these 2 months to take care of their health, their mind, make them to learn to wash their dishes and make their beds. Wait a minute. You don't need special 2 months to teach that to your child. It is a life skill. It has to happen every single day. So you don't have to wait for summers to teach them that this is good and you have to eat and you have to do your own chores or you have to make your own bed or you have to wash your own plates. You don't need summers to do that. It is a life skill. It has to be constant. So summer camps are more for them to learn new things, explore, experiment, and maybe they'll like certain things, they'll not like certain things. If they like certain things, if they build interest, that is a signal for you that you can put them in a professional class when the new academic year starts. There are certain good points in that forward also, like send them to the grandparents or their uncles and aunties, of course do that. Again, that is a challenge that you stay away from your parents in a new house with people you don't spend your entire life with and you manage to live there for 7 to 10 days. There's a lot of learning there as well. And the last point I want to make is please do not compare our childhood with our kids' childhood. This is the biggest mistake we as parents make and it has been happening forever. It's the generation gap as we call it. Today the kids have immense energy, immense potential. They are much more curious than what we were. And secondly, when we were young, we could go out to our neighbors and we used to spend our entire summer in the neighbor's house playing with different kids. Today, can we do that? We mostly have nuclear families, and with the security issues, you cannot send your child even to your neighbor's house without worrying too much about it. So times have changed a lot, kids have changed a lot. So it's important for us as parents also to change a lot and become a little more logical. I would say that stop worrying about smaller things. Like I saw somewhere in a Facebook group, there's some mother asking that my child is going in the 5th grade and she has to start writing with pen now. So can you please suggest which brand of pen should I use for my child? And that's where I lose my temper. Please, let's be logical. Worry about things that are worth worrying and not about these simple things. Which pen should I get for my child, or which bag should I get? Please focus on the right things. Let's become more logical parents. So you are definitely not torturing your kids by sending them to summer camps. Of course, you have to be logical in selecting the right ones. They should be age appropriate. Of course, it should be safe, and you should be sure of where you're sending them. And rest, please put them into challenging situations. Only then will they learn. As long as you put your safety net across them all the time, trust me, you're only doing wrong with them, and you and the kids will always regret. So don't just look at WhatsApp forwards blindly. Start following it and start discussing on that and start forwarding them as well. Let's use our own brains. Let's use our own logic. Of course, every situation is different. Every parent's situation is different. Every child is different. So copying something that the other is doing, thinking that will work for you, that also doesn't work. That's the beauty of parenting. One size doesn't fit all. So you have to keep learning. As parents, actually we are learning more, and we have to learn more than the kids so that we do a better job. So happy summers. I hope you and your kids have a very good one. And of course, quality time with your kids is of priority. That is something you should always look at. But again, that doesn't mean you have to spend hours with them. Even half an hour a day is good enough. So I hope this video helps, and have a great summer. Be safe, be fit. Bye.